Hi everyone! This video is going to show you how to properly clean your brushes. Not washing your brushes is like the equivalent of not washing your face. Washing your brushes is so important because you have all of the old makeup, the sebum, the oil, the dirt. It's all trapped on an unclean brush. The next day, if you're applying it on your face again, you're applying all of that germ and all of that bacteria back on your face, and you can actually break out from that. So washing your brushes is extremely important. I cannot emphasize how important it is. So not only am I going to show you how to properly wash and care for your brushes, but I'm going to show you how to disinfect it too. I know there's a lot of people who show you how to use brush cleaners, how to use baby shampoo, how to use facial cleansers to clean the brushes, but this is actually a technique that I learned from oil painting class, and it works extremely well. It always works for me. And I'm also going to show you guys how to properly store your brushes, because storing your brushes is just as important as washing your brushes too. The supplies are super easy and extremely inexpensive. I'm going to use an antibacterial dishwashing soap, and this will actually remove every single thing on your brush. It removes the pigments, it removes the oil, it removes the dirt, and it also kills the bacteria. So it does all of that in one. The thing is, using dishwashing soap, it's going to strip the hairs of its natural oils and it's going to dry out the hair. So you want to recondition your brush, and that's where extra virgin olive oil comes in. So I'm going to show you guys how you can combine these two to make the ultimate brush cleaner. The reason why I don't use baby shampoo is because I need it to disinfect the brush. And the reason why I don't buy those brush cleansers is because they're usually expensive, and I'm actually washing my brushes every day, so it adds up when you're constantly using your brush cleansers. So this method is actually more inexpensive. Alright, so I'm just going to take one plate like this, pour the dishwashing soap on the plate like so. This much is enough. And you want to pour just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. So this is what I have right here. So I'm going to start off with an eyeshadow brush, and this one actually has a lot of pigments in it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stir it up like this, and then just wipe it back and forth on your hand. This is actually how oil painters clean their brushes. They just wipe it back and forth on their hands, and you're removing all of the pigments and you're actually killing the bacteria. So I'm just going to leave the brush on a paper towel. I'm going to clean the rest of my brushes. The extra virgin olive oil is going to help recondition the brushes. You don't want to dry out your brushes because that's going to ruin them. See how dirty this brush is? You see how it's removing all of this stuff? It's amazing. So, remove it like this. So now you want to rinse your brushes. And I don't recommend using hot water. Warm water is okay, but make sure you don't use hot water because that's going to damage your brushes. And just do this. See how clean it looks? Look how clean this is. Look at all of these clean brushes. Okay, so now that your brushes are nice and clean, you just want to wipe them dry. And just take like a regular paper towel and blot out the excess water. Okay, so this is the important part. You want to properly store your brushes. I've noticed that some people, they make this mistake where they're actually drying the brush with the brush hair standing up. That's not the best way to dry your brushes because the water is going to drip back down and it's going to loosen up the glue that's holding the hairs together. And what happens is that once that starts loosening up, the brush hairs are going to start falling out and it's going to ruin the brushes. So you're going to be spending so much money ruining a perfectly good brush. So very important, make sure you don't dry your brushes like this. You want to dry it upside down where the water is going to come out. And another reason why you don't want to dry it like this is because bacteria and dirt is going to fall back on top of the brushes. So if you have it exposed and just standing up like this, it's going to get contaminated again, and you want to hold it upside down. Hang it upside down like this, and you want to use the brush guard, and this is why I use this. Take the brush guard, loop it in, and it's going to store it like this. It's going to keep the shape. It's going to keep it covered so that dirt and bacteria and dust is not going to settle back on the brushes. Now you're probably wondering, how can I hang it upside down? See, I found a way to do this. Remember, it's extremely important to not let your brushes dry on its side like this, because you see the water can still find its way to seep back into the ferrule, and this will spoil the glue and make the handle swell. ruining the brushes. So remember, you want to dry it like this. This is where the brush guard plays a really important role. Take it like this and insert the brush in like so. And have like half an inch of the brush guard sticking out. Taking a glass, any regular glass is fine. Put the brush in upside down. Gravity is going to pull moisture away from the ferrule. The glass is going to collect the moisture, keeping your brush extremely dry and in perfect shape. The water drain out. Any moisture is going to come out and it's not going to go back inside and ruin the brush. And it's going to help retain its shape and it's going to keep the dirt and the dust off. You want to keep this away from the sun or any heat. Let it dry indoors. Alright, so let's check how our brushes are doing. Here we have a stippling brush. Let's see how it looks. Very nice. Alright, let's see how this is. Eyeshadow brush. And of course the kabuki brush. Pushing it down. This is pretty amazing because it looks brand new. It looks like you just bought this brush. Leftover moisture from the brushes. This could have been inside your brushes, but thanks to gravity, it pulled it right out. I recommend cleaning the foundation brush daily, so every time you use it, clean it because you're constantly using it on your face. You don't want to reapply it back on your face if it's not clean. It's going to break you out. It's going to put back all the dirt and all the oil back on your face. I recommend cleaning an eyeshadow brush like this, maybe once every time you have to use a new color. You don't have to clean it as much as the foundation brush because this is going on your face, this is going on your eyes. Powder doesn't trap as much bacteria as liquid. That's why you want to constantly clean the foundation brush. See, when it comes with eyeliner brush like this, I clean it just as much as I clean my foundation brush because anything that's going to line the eye and the waterline, it's going to trap a lot of bacteria. You don't want to put all that back on your eyes. You want to keep your eyeliner as clean as your foundation brush. So constantly clean your eyeliner and your foundation brush after every use. Extremely well, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.